Look, I'm not going to sit here and say I don't care because I do. I'm not going to say it's not a big deal because it is. Today we got embarrassed on defense, and I'm not happy about it. But we're going to talk about it. So let's get into it.
Yeah, fly was flying on the team. Touchdown. Time to get Jalen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a bird gang nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here calling with Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man soft. Jackson like Sean, hunting like Randall. Season here, really time to do them in. Your boy Philly Fresco. Thanks for tuning in.
What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, a.k.a. Philly Fresco, and it is Philly the podcast. So listen, man, I feel like the Philadelphia Eagles defense could have stood home, and we would have had a better chance defensively this week. Whether it was the run game, whether it was, the quick passes to Tyreek Hill, we couldn't get anything stopped. We just weren't stopping anything. Offensively, we came out here and played a hell of a game. I'm very happy with what we put out there on the offensive side. We saw a lot of good, a couple of things that can be fixed up. But as far as the offense goes, man, Jalen Hurts went out there and balled out. Devontae Smith had himself a game, really solidifying himself as that wide receiver number one that we've been looking for. Look, we can look at Miles Sanders still not getting the touches he needs. This running game as a whole still not necessarily getting the work that I think that they need. But at the same time, you got to be happy with the output, right? This Kansas City defense, I've said it before, they're not good. They're trash. They showed what they are. We put up points. That's what you want to see. But defensively, we need to change these linebackers. I'm not 100% sure what this team is seeing at this point. What is keeping these guys out there? Are we that bad depth-wise? Is Davion Taylor really that much worse than? And we've done this last year, right? Now I feel like Eric Wilson has become our new Nate Gary. I don't know if it's just the situations we're putting these guys in. I don't know what it is, but it's got to be figured out. This linebacking core is pitiful. This run defense is pitiful, awful. This was one of the most disheartening losses I can have took. I knew we were probably not going to win this game. I knew it was not going to be an easy game. I knew we were going to have to go out here and really put on a show offensively. But to go out there defensively and just not even show up, not even really show up. At the end of the game, it's kind of like you're sitting here, your offense is still putting up points, and you're excited, but at the end of the day, that Jalen Hurts comes off the field and that defense has to go on the field. This could have been a statement game for our defense. This really could have. And I'm not saying they had to shut them out or anything like that, but if you hold them to under 30 points, we have a shot in this game. And that's I say under 30 points and people say, what? That's not even. This is a very good Chiefs offense. And we literally laid over. And we didn't even lose to what they're good at. We lost to their run game. We lost to what they don't even really necessarily want to do. That's what's so disheartening. That's what like really puts the dagger in, is that we really sat out here and lost to Clyde Edwards. And he's good, don't get me wrong, but they're not a running team. They ran all over us. When I'm talking about missed tackles from Singleton, missed tackles from Eric Wilson looks lost. If I'm being 100% honest, Eric Wilson looks lost. Let's just put it there. All right, we're going to start there, and we're going to finish at he needs to get cut. I'm tired of watching him go out there and put up pitiful plays like that, put pitiful performances like this. He waits until the play's over to start running towards where the play is. Like, that's not what we need. Look, we're going to look at what Jalen Hurts did. I'm going to look at the film, really try and dissect what he did well and what he did, poorly. I think this is a very big building block for him. I think this is something that he can look at and learn from. This is the type of offense I want to see from these guys. I want to see those quick passes. Obviously, I want to see more running, but as far as the passing game goes, I want to see these quick passes. I want to see these screens. Give Jalen Hurts easy options. Let him read the field. If it's not there, take what the defense is giving you. I like his mindset today, and I'm not mad at this offense at all. And you guys know I'm one to, bash, shout out to LB with the Hurt season hat. I'm not changing my tune. Y'all know I'm very critical about our QB1. Somebody's got to be. I'm going to be that guy. But This was just on the defense. This was on the defense. You know, there were some calls as far as like the refs go, but it was mostly on the offense. Like the defense really just got hoed. Like our defense really just went out there and just did not look like they came to play football. So I don't know what's going to happen. I think it's all about these linebackers. I could be wrong. I'm definitely going to be looking at the film as far as this defense goes. Derek Barnett has to go. Derek Barnett has to go. I am so tired of watching this. I'm so tired of watching Derek Barnett go out there and make mental mistakes that cost the game. And, you know, realistically, I can sit here and say that penalty didn't cost the game. It was just another one, you know, added to what is going on in an undisciplined team. But it's consistently you, DB. It's consistently you. If you go back to that, you know, play where it was chippy. It was a close one, right? It was a close one. He hit him at the knees. They're going to call that probably 8 out of 10 times. It is what it is. But you look at the play right before that, and that should have honestly been called for a late hit. And it wasn't. It wasn't. So you got bailed out only to do it again the next play. I don't know what's wrong with Derek Barnett. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know. Maybe he needs to go sit down and talk to somebody. Maybe he has some repent anger that he needs to let out. Go start Taekwondo. Go do Taibo. Do they still do Taibo? Do something with a bow at the end of it, or do, or something. You need to do something to release this anger because you're starting to piss me off. I'm tired of you ruining these drives. 3rd down and 1. Who's offsides? This time it was Josh Sweat, but most of the time it's Derek Barnett. I'm just tired of seeing these mental mistakes. We really need to figure this out. And it seems like the players that are making the biggest mistakes are starting to out themselves. And now it's on this coaching staff to either get somebody else ready or get these guys up to speed. Eric Wilson has not been a competent linebacker. We look back at his time with the Vikings, and I said this in the offseason. You look at his time with the Vikings, he had a lot of tackles, but you got to take into content that they did not have a good secondary. Kind of like ours right now. You know, they did not have a good defense in general. So he was making a lot of in the background tackles. Like he wasn't getting tackles for losses. He's not an aggressive type of guy. Anthony Harris, I don't even know what to say about Anthony Harris right now. Rodney McLeod's looked good in the time that he's been out there. Josh Sweat's made some plays. Obviously, the offsides and the encroachment were, you know, kind of, it is what it is. You know, you don't want to see those. You know, at least Jake Elliott looks good. At least Aaron Sippis got the day off. You know, it looks like Aaron Sippis isn't going to get that much work today, you know. Look, it is what it is. We knew we were probably not going to come into this game as a team that realistically had a shot of winning this game or blowing this open and taking over. We knew this was going to be a chippy game at best. And to go out there and lose the way we did, we were able to put up points, but it felt like it was a game for the whole game. I'm happy with that. I'm not mad that, you know, we lost. It is what it is, but I am mad at this defense. This defense, like, really just, I don't know what happened. If you would have told me that Tyreek Hill got 150 yards, you know, and Travis Kelce got another 150, and they were just going crazy, that's one thing. I could sit here and just be like, listen, hey, that's Patrick Mahomes. Patty Mahomes got us. You know what I'm saying? But we lost this game because we literally could not stop the run. They just were continuously ramming it down our throats, man. Like, this was disheartening. I'll tell you that much, because we saw it in the San Fran game where they just not continuously, it was 2 drives, but they just let them drive down the field with with a reckless abandon. There was no stopping that team for those 2 drives. 13, I think, and 15 play drives. You go into this, every drive from the Chiefs is like an 11 play drive. Like, it's frustrating. The Cowboys out there, they won, they killed their team. So now we got to deal with that. I mean, it's like, you know, I feel like we're just right back where we were last year. At least Jalen Hurts had a good, consistent game. All 4 quarters, I can say I'm proud of what Jalen Hurts put out there. Miles Sanders needs to request a trade. Honestly, we don't want you. It's obvious. It's obvious we don't want you. Miles, you my guy. Booby, you my guy. Penn State, I got nothing but love for you, but it's obvious that we don't want you. We're not going to use you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You might as well go do something else. You might as well go somewhere where maybe they'll run the ball a little bit more than 10 times a game overall. I don't know. It's disheartening. It is what it is. We're going to see what happens with this team. We keep on saying we're going to see what happens when this team gets punched in the mouth. Well, this is like 2 back-to-back knockouts. Rent has been due for a long time. Rent, if I didn't pay rent as long as we ain't paying rent, I'd have probably been kicked out like a couple months ago. These boys are past due. So hopefully they figure something out, because I'm not trying to come back on here and spout all this anger every week, because that's not me. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go have eggplant parmesan and calm the F down, because that's what I need as a person. But as a team, they need to get their ish together and make these Eagles fans happy. But other than that, you guys let me know what y'all feeling, man. How are y'all feeling? Later tonight, maybe we'll do a call-in or something if if I wake up and I'm done crying by then. We'll see what happens. I ain't making no promises. But other than that, man, y'all know what it is. It is Fly Eagles Fly, and we are out here. Peace!
Eagles fans everywhere, this is for you. Fly Eagles Fly, on the team. Touchdown. Time to get Jalen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a bird gang nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here calling with Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog, or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man saw Jackson like Sean, hunting like Randall. Season here, early time to do him in. Your boy Philly Fresco. Thanks for tuning in.